Hey everybody, I hope your day is going really, really great. I wanted to pop off a very quick video answering a question that a lot of clients will bring up. And that is, they're going through the interview process and they're completing an interview and the employer says, great, thank you so much. We're just going to check your references and get right back to you. Now, what does that mean, checking your references? Does that mean that basically the offer's there and essentially everything from that point onwards is a formality? Or does it mean something else? So hopefully I can shed a little bit of light into what's really going on there and allow you to make some good decisions when you reach that point. So let's start by what it's not. When an employer says, thanks, we're going to go check your references, it doesn't mean that you got the job. That does not necessarily mean that that's the case. It also doesn't mean that you're the only one being considered, because they could have you and several other prime candidates that they're thinking of, hiring, and the reference phase is going to be where they're going to make that final decision. Does it mean that they're close to making you an offer? Almost always, yes. However, the more senior of a role that you're going after, the more of an impact this reference stage is going to be, and the less secure you should feel that you're automatically going to get the job. Basically, what an employer is trying to do at the reference stage, two things. Number one, they're trying to reassure themselves that you in fact are a great candidate. So they're looking for confirmation of that. When they're going to talk to your references, they're going to be asking questions designed to sort of further their feeling that what you've been talking about, what you guys have been connecting on is the truth and it's real and you're the real deal. The other thing, aside from establishing credibility, they're just looking to minimize risk. And this is where, if you end up not getting an offer based on a reference check, this is probably why. At some point during the interview process, a couple of red flags that they have not broached to you, or weaknesses, problems, have arisen. And now they're looking to the references that you've provided to satisfy those. For example, just totally hypothetically, say they feel that you're weak on the project management side of things. They just feel like you're not as strong as someone else that they're considering. At the reference stage, they're going to be asking questions designed to see, how strong are you in that? What is your real experience? What do other people think about your capabilities there? And if there's not a strong enough kind of counter argument there, that could sort of end your chances at that point. So the references really are a very, very crucial part of the puzzle here. A lot of people make the mistake of focusing on every aspect of their presentation except for the references. They treat the references largely like a formality, but it's really, really, really not a formality. And the higher up of a position you're going after, the more important it is that your references line up and do an amazing job of advocating for you. So what do you do? How can you sort of add to this and skew the odds in your favor? The number one thing that I would suggest, and this is something that 90% of job seekers, regardless of seniority level, just don't do, is pick up the phone and call each and every one of your references personally. Let them know that you're in the midst of a job search. Let them know that employers will be calling them. I can't tell you how many times employers will call up a reference and the reference is surprised because, yes, hypothetically, they said they'd act as a reference maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and suddenly they're in the midst of something else and they're flummoxed in terms of, yeah, I'm this person's reference, but in terms of what to say, they have no plan. So your goal when you pick up the phone and personally call the references is to help give them the plan. Let them know, okay? Let them know about the types of jobs you're looking for. Let them know about the types of companies you're pursuing. Let them know about why you're passionate about it. All with a secret goal of making these people not just a passive reference, but an active ally in your efforts. You want them to feel reminded of why you're a rock star in what you do, yes, but also you want them to feel that they are a crucial piece of the puzzle and that their help in this stage is going to mean the difference between whether you land the job or not, because it really, really will. So when you call them up, this is your secret goal here. You want to enlist them. You want them to feel invested. You want them to feel secure and excited about the prospect of helping you land that job. And and this largely depends on how good of a reference they are and how close you are to them. If you have that kind of a relationship where you can talk honestly about it, clue them into, hey, here are 2 or 3 things where if you can slip this into the conversation, or if these are skills that you can highlight during the conversation with an employer, this would really, really help my chances. For example, coming back to that example, if you feel like you're weak at project management or you're having trouble defending that in your work history, you could say, hey, Jim, remember that project we worked on? I really cut my teeth on the project management side of things, and if you have a chance to mention that, could you let them know? All of this can really, really make a big, big difference in terms of the success of these references. I hope that was a big help. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thanks for your time, and of course, do visit upgradeyourjob.com to be a part of my private mailing list where I'll be sending you weekly tidbits, expertise, and strategies that'll help you land the job of your dreams way faster. Thanks again. Have a great day.